Alright, this is my third attempt at making this video. I've been called twice and then I just can't even get it to work, it seems like. So anyways, I'm doing a review on Megatron by San. It's a muscle pump volumizer. It's got 30 servings. One serving is 15.4 grams. I'll go through the ingredient list real quick. In case you're wondering, it does not tell you how many calories you're getting in a scoop. I would assume probably around 10 to 15. I don't know. Anyway, so it's kind of got a what do you call it? My mind just went blank. A proprietary blend, more or less, in the 15.4 gram scoop. There's 9.3 grams in the pump, the Vasovol and Endurance Support Matrix, with 3 grams coming from citrulline malate, 2.6 from beta-alanine, 1.5 grams from betaine anhydrous, and then 1 gram from glycerol and 1 gram from L-taurine. There's Salaginella tamaricina extract, 200 milligrams. Don't know what that is, never heard of it. I've heard of the other things, they look pretty solid. Nitric oxide fatigue fighting support matrix, 805 milligrams. N-acetyl L-cysteine, 350 milligrams. Vitamin C, ascorbic acid, 300 milligrams. L-alpha glycerol, as GLYCERYL, phosphorylcholine, 150 milligrams. Don't know what that is or what it does. Then postatine, periwinkle extract, 5 milligrams. Again, don't know. Ain't a clue. Absorption enhancer, 5 milligrams of black pepper extract. VO2 max support matrix, L-carnitine, L-tartrate, 1 gram. And 100 milligrams of NAR-ALA. So there's some good things in here, some solid things as far as blood flow is concerned with the citrulline and the betaine anhydrous and the glycerol. I've heard a lot about that. I've never used it myself. Lately, I've been using candy with like chocolates to get fats and carbs, or maybe a high sodium, high carbohydrate, moderate fat, little snack like chips, Fritos, honey barbecue twists, or spirals, whatever they are, seem to work really well for me to get a good pump while I'm training. If you've watched my supplement videos before, my vids on pre-workouts or anything that's supposed to give you a pump, I've yet to really take anything that makes a significant difference in blood flow or being able to achieve a greater pump than I can achieve on my own or by eating some kind of candy or some kind of fast carbohydrate prior to training. I'm used to doing that candy, those chips, and about 40 grams of carbohydrates via Gatorade or Tang before I train. So I've already started sipping on this. I'm going to train here in about 20 minutes after I move some stuff around in the garage. This is watermelonade. I mixed it up. This is what it looks like after you let it sit, but there's a lot of stuff on the bottom and there's a fair amount of stuff floating around up on the top and getting on the sides of the glass, if you can see that. Basically, I dumped it in 16 ounces of water and used a big fork and stirred it up like a whisk fairly vigorously without trying to knock a hole in my glass mason jar. If you put it in a water bottle or a shaker, you probably get a better mix, but overall I would say like this, I'm fairly disappointed because there's quite a bit of stuff sitting on the bottom, and if I mix it up like this, it gets cloudy and loses that pink kind of lemonade color. When you taste it, I've had some of it because like I said before, this is my third attempt at making this video and I've tasted it every time. When I taste it, as far as flavor is concerned, you definitely get the, you definitely taste the lemonade. It does have a supplementy kind of taste to it. It's got a fair amount of aftertaste, kind of funky. And overall flavor, as far as like, hey, how good does that taste? In my opinion, it's about a 6. It's just not that good. It's more of the lemonade than the watermelon. You kind of taste the watermelon, but more lemonade to me. And it just overall doesn't taste that good. It's drinkable. So like you're not gonna have to like pinch your nose and choke it down. But it's just not that good. So anyways, supposed to give you a decent pump, so I'm taking this as a standalone. I'm not taking my normal stuff that I would use pre-workout as far as stuff that I think really helps me achieve a better pump as far as like carbs and fats or sodium. I'm just going to stand alone with this. I'm going to probably use this 10 to 12 times before I do a final review on the effectiveness and whether or not you should purchase this. And I'll even talk about price, and I usually quote bodybuilding.com's prices whenever I do a review. So yeah, that's that. All right, here's the conclusion to my Megatron review. SAN Products Megatron pre-workout pump, muscle pump volumizer. It's stimulant free, so there's no caffeine or anything like that in there. I've used it about 7 or 8 times with the intent of, I guess, just trying to achieve a greater pump than I can normally, either on my own or by using, food as a type of pre-workout. So, like I said, I've used this 7 or 8 times. Initially, I just kind of went over a taste test. It really does not taste good. It's watermelonade, so it's watermelon and lemonade mixed. It's bad. It's not horrible. It's drinkable, but I wouldn't recommend it. It's about a 5 out of 10 on taste. As far as what's in it, it's actually pretty decent. If you look at just kind of the main things that most people will be familiar with, or things that seem to work based on what people say and research and literature, citrulline malate is there's 3 grams, beta-alanine 2.6 grams, 1.5 grams of betaine anhydrous, and then glycerol, there's 1 gram of that. So with those things in there, I was expecting a decent result, but honestly, nothing. I got absolutely nothing out of this pre-workout, or maybe it's just a muscle pump volumizer. I don't know. It says strengths, pumps, and volume. So I'm trying to review this as it's advertised. I didn't really notice an increase in strength. I wasn't really surprised by that. So I was really looking more for, what is this product going to do for me as far as working out and getting blood flow and a better pump. And based on my experience with it through 7 or 8 workouts, it's done nothing for me. So as far as tastes go, 5 out of 10, and I'll go 5 out of 10 on performance, because anything less than 6 is failing. Just doesn't do anything. Really kind of surprised though because of the ingredient list. However, price, I guess not however, I wasn't super impressed by the price of this either, based on what bodybuilding.com was selling it for. $36.98, so about 37 bucks. You get 30 servings, and that comes out to about $1.23 per serving, which, I suppose you have citrulline, beta-alanine, betaine, and glycerol, and several of the other things in there. The company obviously has to be able to make money, because they're selling the product for more than what they spent making it and packaging it. But based on performance, it's definitely not worth $1.23 per scoop when it does nothing for you. So that's my final review. I try to do these things as objectively as possible and as honestly as I possibly can. Maybe other people have had a good experience with this. I haven't. It doesn't taste very good, and it definitely doesn't deliver on the performance side. So I hope you enjoyed. Thanks.